Oh my goodness. I started this recording absolutely immediately. Hey. The Downward Spiral of Orlando Brown. We're going to react to Patrick right now, bro. I said we're going to react to him. Let's get into it. Yo, boy, Patrick. Let's see what's going on with Orlando Brown. Get in the description, you little bitty bitch. Defender of the 9. Sheesh. That boy Cosby. You already know that. Hey, get in the description. I ain't got to say nothing else. Get in the fucking description. Thank you. And go follow my boy Patrick CC on YouTube, bro. Tap into his shit. Yeah.
Y'all see that little white ass baby with that? All my kids look like me, goddammit. I know the strength of my cum. How Diddy's trying to kill me. I got to have sex with one handicapped girl. It was one handicapped bitch.
You know, and it's like, come on, man. Stop trying to make me look unsmart.
This is what can happen when a child works a full-time job from age 8, making all kinds of money that is being mismanaged or potentially stolen, on top of experiencing all kinds of dark things that go on behind the scenes out of the public view. Stay hydrated.
My dog Patrick, man. He said stay hydrated. Hold on, y'all. Shout out Patrick, man. That's my dog. That's my dog. Shout out Patrick. Alright, he said stay hydrated. Y'all stay hydrated. Get your water up. That's my dog.
Orlando Brown was a funny child, full of energy and had an infectious personality. Growing up in Los Angeles, California, his parents knew it was possible to get their child into acting. His godfather knew of a young talent management agency, and after a few auditions, he landed his first role as Tiger in the movie Major Payne. The movie wasn't wildly successful, but it is a classic 90s family film with great jokes and a heartwarming ending. I personally love this movie. Acting alongside Damon Wayans and Karen Parsons was a huge resume builder.
I did not like Major Payne at all. I didn't think the writing was good. Jokes are corny. Moving on.
Especially for his first film. From here, he became a go-to in Hollywood for a funny, adorable child role. From 1995 to 2000, Orlando had 17 different TV roles. Family Matters, The Jamie Foxx Show, Safe Harbor, and two of a...
Wait, what? He was in Family Matters?
Personally love this movie.
No, he wasn't.
Builder, especially for his first film.
No, he
From
wasn't.
here, he became a go-to in Hollywood for a funny, adorable child role. From 1995 to 2000, Orlando had 17 different TV roles. Family Matters.
He was? Shit, I forgot about this. Fuck.
The Jamie Foxx Show, Safe Harbor, and Two of a Kind were his biggest gigs.
What? He was in all of these?
He became a go-to in Hollywood for a funny, adorable child role. From 1995 to 2000, Orlando had 17 different TV roles.
I might remember
Family
this
Matters,
episode.
The Jamie Foxx
I don't remember him in the Jamie Foxx show, but I didn't watch a lot of Jamie Foxx show.
Show, Safe Harbor.
He was in Safe Harbor? When? No, he might have been. I've only seen the show like 3 times.
And Two of a Kind were his biggest gigs. From age 8 to 13,
I don't remember him
Orlando
being
was
in Two of a
working
Kind.
harder than I probably ever have in my whole life. But in the 2000s, he didn't slow down. He would land a huge role on the Disney Channel alongside Raven Simone. Raven was a very successful child star. She and Orlando both acted alongside Damon Wayans. They were both on popular sitcoms. They were both go-to child stars for family-friendly shows, films, and cartoons. They interconnected with all the same people in Hollywood for a few years now, so it only made sense to give them a show together. That's So Raven. The idea was created by Michael Poirier, creator of Hannah Montana, as well as produced by David Brookwell and Sean McNamara, who created Even Stevens. The show was
Even
bound
Stevens
for
is
success.
W. Hannah Montana
Raven
is
Baxter
W.
is a psychic high school student that allows her to see visions of the future. Often the plot revolves around Raven trying to
think
prevent
Even
this
Stevens
vision
came
from
out
happening because she didn't like
around
the
the same
outcome.
time.
Usually she miscalculates the events, which gets her,
Hannah
her
Montana
friends,
came out
or
way later.
family into even more trouble. Raven's two best friends, Chelsea and Eddie, are the only ones that know about her abilities and act as her confidants throughout the show. Eddie, played by Orlando Brown, is the athletic, overconfident, aspiring rapper.
Believe me, you ain't never heard a young man that back and blaze the track. Ridiculous cat that can dribble behind his back.
Chelsea, played by Annalise van der Pol, is the dumb blonde stereotype best friend. The show was known for its wacky plots, intricate costumes, and integrated music. Raven, Anna, and Orlando are all talented musicians, not just comedians. Anna has had a 15-year career on Broadway. Raven was the front woman of the Cheetah Girls who
15-year career on Broadway. Man, I was wondering what happened in her. 15 years on Broadway. Go crazy, Anna.
performed world tours and sold millions of albums. And Orlando, we'll talk about his music career in a bit. This was the Disney Channel's first multi-camera sitcom, and it was reported to be the highest rating original program in the network's history. 100 episodes total, averaging over 3 million viewers per episode. The show and cast were nominated for various awards over 50 times. The roaring success of That's So Raven led to Fillmore, where Orlando voiced the main character.
Fillmore, I'm on it.
Then the Proud Family movie and TV show where he
Raven.
voiced Sticky Webb.
Well, peep this. I programmed my pager to pick up a signal from the
Facts.
government spy satellite.
Orlando at this point had a wildly successful youth acting career for over 10 years.
I remember when I couldn't have none of this stuff, you know what I mean? So to save up and to be able to have and go in and say, you know what, I want that for myself. I have it now.
Orlando was on top of the world, but he had a slip-up. He was arrested. In 2007, Orlando was driving through the west side of Houston at 1 a.m. when he was pulled over because his headlights were off. He consented to a search and the officer found some grass on the driver's side door. He was charged with misdemeanor possession and
Okay,
released on bond.
that's nothing, though.
I didn't know what was in the car. That's not what I do. I consider myself a youth activist, he said. I don't want this arrest lingering over my head. I love what I do. Why jeopardize what I built? An honest mistake, a sincere apology.
Yeah, he
but
just-
Disney in 2007 demanded the squeaky clean image of their actors, so the repercussions were brutal. From here, he never worked with Disney ever again. Orlando was always passionate about music, so he pursued it. Instead of going the tip
You guys fired him over that? Bro, for real? A little bit of that slumpy skunky? Yo, what is that? Come on, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Y'all really fired him over that. Over that? Y'all out of pocket, bro. Y'all out of pocket. Out of pocket. That's so fucked up.
typical route of signing to a major label and using his Disney fame as leverage, he decided to remain independent.
Youngstar Entertainment, the League Entertainment coming to you soon. You know what I'm talking about? M-Law, Youngstar, we out.
Peter Pan was the name of his new single that was an attempt to capitalize on the ringtone rap dance era 2 years after Soulja Boy peaked. At this time, he seemed to have a good outlook on the way it was all going.
Peter Pan?
Blessing.
We might have to react to that, man. Hold on. I gotta write that down somewhere.
However,
Peter Pan?
none of his music ever hit Billboard, never earned any certifications, or
Hold
got
on.
any mainstream publicity. He never did any tours and
Hold on.
barely did live performances outside of maybe a club appearance or an empty baseball stadium. Other than a Facebook page, I can't even be certain that Youngstar Entertainment is a real business. Sure, some of the songs
Orlando
did get decent YouTube views,
Brown.
but without the support of the music industry, I'd be willing to bet he never
Peter.
made any substantial money from music. Any
Peter
publicity
Pan.
he got from red carpet events he would use to promote his music,
So what's going on with you?
Well, you know, I'm pushing my new single to Peter Pan. It's some brand new dance.
his new sitcom, The Orlando Brown Show,
I wrote The Orlando Brown Show, which is my sitcom. I have a reality show. I have a cartoon. I got a lot of stuff going on.
He promoted these two projects for years, but I could not find any proof that they ever existed. Conspiracy theorists might suggest that he was blackballed and exiled from the entertainment industry because of Disney. Or the more likely reason is while pursuing an independent career, making shows, films, and music, corporations can't make as much money off of you, therefore they probably don't want to do business with you. So maybe these projects
Facts.
did exist, but he couldn't get them off the ground without a substantial amount of cash. His
Facts.
first DUI. In 2011, Brown was driving in Hollywood without a license plate. After pulling him over, the cops suspected he was drunk, and after failing a sobriety test, he was booked in the famous Hollywood station. After failing to appear for court, he became wanted for failing to prove that he enrolled in an alcoholic education class, which then led to another DUI. Clearly, he has a problem with drinking and driving, but he still seemed to be in good spirits.
What happens is when you're young and you're a child star, whatever, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so, you know, no one's going to believe it right now. My music, I'll stop it because of the Disney thing and everything. But, you know, the fans know I've been trying for years.
So how is he making money? How is he surviving if his music career was failing? People think that Disney stars are rich and set for life. This couldn't be further from the truth.
No. And that's another thing I didn't say in the last video. The twins. The twins, I think, are the only two that found a way to get the fuck out. I think. Dylan didn't get out. But I think Cole got out. Because Cole went and did stuff with the CW. Disney does not own the CW. Wait, who owns CW? Fuck. I really hope Disney doesn't own the CW. If they do, then they didn't get out. Who owns CW? Oh, CBS. CBS, Paramount, Warner, all them. Does Disney own the CW? Nope. So Cole got out. Cole got out, but Dylan didn't get out. Dylan never left because only stuff that Dylan has done. No, Dylan did get out. They both got out because Dylan did stuff on Netflix. Netflix isn't owned by Disney. Dylan did stuff on Hulu, which is did he? No, he did. Hulu's owned by Disney. Netflix isn't. Dylan got out. Cole definitely got out because Cole did Riverdale, and he did a couple other things, and that's all CW shit. That's CW stuff. He's done other shit. So they got out. Miley and Selena, I don't know.
The highest paid Disney stars are looking at maybe $30,000 per episode. There are also no royalty deals. Disney stars don't even get into Disneyland for free. You think they're paying you for their reruns? So $30K would be like main character money with managers that know.
They're not paying them for reruns? Oh, that's cat. Nah. Couldn't have been me. Nope. At the time, yeah, because I'm like, yeah, cool, yeah. But, hell no.
Negotiate. Orlando being a side character, I would say $15,000 per episode with a good deal. 100 episodes, that's $1.5 million over 4 years. On top of animated shows and films, it's possible he could have made a few $1,000,000 over his 12-year run. But most children don't have any concept of the money they're making.
See, let me tell you something. As a kid, you don't know that you're getting paid.
Most of the time, families are poorly managing the money or straight up stealing it. We have no actual proof, but judging by the way the rest of his story goes, it indicates he was struggling. Orlando Brown sentenced to 180 days in jail. He just kept evading the courts, failing to pay his DUI fines, and failing to complete his alcohol education class. When he got out, things got worse. Orlando was outside a 40-year-old woman's apartment in North Hollywood threatening her. She claimed they were acquaintances and he made sexual passes at her, in which she denied, which led him to exploding in rage. Orlando says the woman was stalking him and he went to the apartment to tell her boyfriend nothing was going on between them. His story doesn't really make any sense, and you can feel this is another drug-induced episode. He managed to land a short cameo in Straight Outta Compton, as well as a lead role in an indie film called Smoke-Filled Lung.
What? He was! Bro! Oh my god, bro. In the interview, the interview I watched earlier, it's the new interview that's out. Unfortunately, I couldn't put that out for y'all because I fucked the audio. He said he was in Straight Outta Compton. And in the video, the guys are fucking with him and like, you went Straight Outta Compton? No, you weren't. And then the other guy's like, yeah, I was in Straight Outta Compton, but my scene was cut. And it was like, huh? What? And I was confused. I'm like, wait, no, he wasn't in Straight Outta Compton. Bro, he was. And I knew when he said it, I was thinking about it, I'm like, wait, I think I remember seeing him. He wasn't.
He went to the apartment to tell her boyfriend nothing was going on between them. His story doesn't really make any sense, and you can feel this is another drug-induced episode.
But he talked about he was at the house, and he did some shit, and they went and got him out the house, and then He was bringing him out, and he was like, no, not my nigga, not my nigga. And the cop got him and threw him on a cop car. Here it is right here.
To land a short cameo in Straight Outta Compton, as well as a lead role in an indie film called Smoke-Filled Lungs. But the big news of 2015 was That's So Raven reunion on The View.
Hey, Kyle, can you come out here, please?
Right now?
The link-up was wholesome and everyone seemed to be positive and happy. Orlando showed off his terrible hand tattoo of the cast, which Raven loved. But there was a particular question asked on The View that sparked a lot of people's interest.
Who dated the most cast and crew members? Uh-oh.
I might go with Annalisa Vanderpool on this.
I think they're calling me a slut is what's happening. No, it was just we all had a really nice relationship with each other. We're going to keep it real simple.
Yeah, we did.
This clip seems harmless, but it's pretty obvious that the 4 cast members all know what Raven was hinting at, but the audience has no idea. We also know this clip was changed in post-production because the promotional clip for the episode had something else in there.
We used to date. We used to break up.
So the part where Orlando says, "we used to date," was used in the promo clip, but cut out of the real episode. Raven did deny the allegations, but only the people who were in the audience that day know what was said. But Orlando kept opening up about the past.
I mean, was there any resentment in the cast with her being chosen for the lead role after
Oh
the
no,
fact?
because at the time I was dating her at the time.
If he is telling the truth, that would mean that Raven was 15 and Orlando was 13 when they started dating. Since the show officially started filming in 2001, and Orlando said they were already together before the show even started, he took it one step further though.
Oh, that was in the song. And yes, I did eat the pussy. I ain't gonna lie, I ate the pussy.
At the time, it was hard to tell if he was joking, serious, or delusional. I think it's obvious why he wasn't invited to do the That's So Raven reboot, Raven's Home. It's probably worth mentioning that before this first Vlad TV interview, he got arrested for striking his girlfriend, which resulted in police finding methamphetamine on him. With all the new attention on Orlando from the interview, combined with an alleged drug problem, things got worse.
I don't understand why people are just mad at me because I got to have sex with one handicapped girl. It was one handicapped bitch. Why? See, let me tell you something. Stevie Wonder's not really blind. You fell for that the whole time.
And I'm white mixed with German. You know, I'm a mother. You know, I don't do these things. Why would I smoke crack?
The brown of the tip, it was just, I don't know, it was this, what you call it, the areola? The areola, yeah, the areola, yeah. I remember just the areola.
His follower counts were rising, enabling more of this behavior. Vlad invited him back.
I mean, I told you in the first interview, I mean, she gave me, and then I gave her some,
From here, he got more interviews.
They said, can you explain?
They love
I ate her.
Okay, that's what the...
I had the nam cakes. I went inside the land of the man that wants to go inside if he can, but couldn't do it, man. But I did. I said I could do it, and I can.
When you said what you said, what happened to that?
I'm sure you're thinking, what does Raven have to say about all this?
What the hell is up with that madman Orlando Brown? Last year he had put a video saying he got you pregnant, abortion. What the hell is going on?
Well, you know, the new show, Raven's Home, airs Friday nights at 8 o'clock. So that's what happened. That's what happened there.
Raven won't address the situation or give it any more attention. However, there was one little thing she said last year that had people wondering if she was talking about Orlando.
You know what's funny? A lot of my relationships I have confidentialities with, so I'm technically not allowed to talk about. I have been in a lot of different kinds of relationships, but my first true love relationship was both pleasurable and miserable and heartbreaking and heartfelt. It was a journey.
How old were you?
That relationship lasted, well, I started in that relationship at 13 years old and it ended in like 20.
She claims to have NDAs for her previous relationships. If that was the case, then Orlando would definitely be violating those terms. However, 13 to 20 was roughly the timeline of her being on That's So Raven, a little before and a little after. Raven being 13 would make Orlando 11 at the time. The stories don't match up perfectly, but some people really believe Orlando is telling the truth despite his obvious shaky mental state.
He might be.
Orlando got a tattoo of Raven on his neck. He was about to enter probably his darkest times. He got arrested by some bounty hunters who broke into the home he was staying at and took him into custody.
You got a possession, you have a PC-148, PC-243.
After he got out, he was arrested again for skipping drug court. During the arrest, he also had a meth pipe on him. At this time, he also had a warrant out for domestic battery. A few months later, he would be arrested again, this time for trying to change the locks on the doors of a friend's restaurant. Another weird situation, but this time it landed him in jail for 15 days. After he got out,
I'm chilling, bro. Get away from my house, yo.
I'm away from your house. Hit. I'm away. I'm off your
If
property.
you come back over, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
I'm off your property.
with all these problems stacking up, Orlando's friends and family decided it was best for Dr. Phil to intervene and try to help him. For some reason, nobody in the comments talked about these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle contacts he was wearing as if it was totally normal.
Today I'm glad to say I'm 4 years sober, and it's been quite a journey.
After this interview, it was very clear how far drugs had taken him. He wasn't able to remember how many kids he had or their ages.
What's the 2-year-old's name?
2-year-old, still in the belly. Still in the belly, we don't know yet.
Okay. You said the 2-year-old don't know the name because it's still in the belly.
That's because I have a baby on the way as well. I just mentioned
So
that.
the 2-year-old is still in the belly, so that means that that child has been in there for 2 years.
Not necessarily.
Orlando had hit rock bottom, so the only way to go was up. For the next year or so, there wasn't much Orlando content, but he started releasing music consistently, and he looked a lot healthier. And his music actually isn't that bad.
Eddie picture yay and it's co-star gay now. Anything I say, get about a million plays now. Any motherfucker talk shit, getting laid down.
Sure, he has some wild conspiracy bars in there, like, I can't believe y'all still think Stevie Wonder is blind. But I mean, in terms of flow and delivery, it's not bad. I wish I could tell you this was the redemption story.
I'm about to go
but it
listen to
wasn't.
some.
A clip of him after getting beat up went viral. Then he would go on manic tirades claiming that he is Michael Jackson's son and he owns the Neverland Ranch, as well as claiming that he is Will Smith's son.
Hey man, that nigga Michael Jackson, bro. You feel me? That nigga Michael Jackson, bro. That nigga set me up, bro. I'm Trent. I'm your long lost son, Trent. Bitch. I'm Trent, bitch. AKA Blanket Jackson, motherfucker. The real Will Smith, motherfucker.
He also frequently talks about other rappers being gay because it gets attention. There's a large community of people out there that try to expose rappers for being gay in their private lives.
I know Young Buck's gay. Trey Songz, yeah, I've heard about Trey Songz sucking a few dicks in his lifetime. I happen to know Diddy boys.
He went viral for changing his behavior, getting sober, and giving his life to his religion. Fans on the internet hadn't been tapped in with his life too much and probably only remembered him from his Vlad/Dr. Phil episodes. So this seemed like a monumental step, and it is a big step. His life is pretty unpredictable. One day the police are in his house, the next day he's exposing rappers.
How Diddy's trying to kill me?
Then he's on No Jumper appearing to be sober, even though he kind of denies ever being on drugs.
How long you been in recovery for?
Recovery for?
Drugs or alcohol?
I haven't been in.
Oh, so you don't fuck with that at all? I was kind of the impression that.
Oh yeah, nah, bro. Nah.
However, conspiracies and wacky live streams aside, he seems to be doing fine these days. Maybe even working at this pizza shop. Ultimately, Orlando is going to continue to have ups and downs. Addiction is a vicious cycle that has even plagued my family. It seems like the drugs and alcohol may have had some permanent effects
I hope
on
he's
his
okay,
brain,
man.
but he's still talented, still funny, and still trying to better himself. And the fact that he's still trying is monumental. We can only hope he has a support system that can prevent things from getting out of control again. And maybe one day we can see an iconic comeback from the Eddie we once knew.
Hey, shout out Patrick for the good video, man. Hey, Orlando Brown, man, I wish you the best, brother. I don't know what's going on with you. Hopefully you get it together. Hopefully you straighten your shit out, man. If Disney really is the responsible party for a lot of these people taking a plummet from who they were when they joined, because a lot of these kids lose their childhood. They don't have a childhood. They don't get to have fun. So a lot of times where like Miley had stuff going on, we were like, what's Miley Cyrus doing? I mean, I wasn't. I was like, hey, Miley, do your thing. Go crazy. Like Bella Thorne too. Like Bella Thorne and Zendaya. Like we like looking and we like, Zendaya knew what she was doing. Zendaya was on her shit type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, Selena, all them, we kind of on some shit, but like we seeing it for what it is. And personally, we're not looking at it like, oh yeah, they're just living out life. Well, everybody's looking at it like, oh, what the fuck they got going on? But no, dude, they lost their childhood and they're trying to, have fun. So Miley, I fully support everything she does, honestly. Raven, I haven't really been in tune with Raven. It's kind of whatever. I had somebody in my comments, and I hope you see this video. I hope you fucking see this. Somebody was in my comments, nigga. I got maybe 70 subs. In my comments telling me, how you gonna disrespect Raven Simone? Raven Simone did all this for the black community. You Doja Cat can't replace Raven Simone and the Cheetah Girls. And none of that. You can't tell me about none of it. You fucking black activist? Shut up. I know what Raven Simone did. And then some old head bitch in my comments talk about I don't know. I grew up watching Raven Simone. Fucking stupid. I know what she did. I know what she brought to the table. I need you saying the bullshit in my fucking comments. Shut up. The fuck? Like I don't know what Raven Simone did. I grew up with her. Come on now. I know everything she's done. I swear the world's soft. I'm over here giving Doja Cat, you know what I'm saying, some respect for who she is. Because she really could have replaced all the Cheetah Girls, including Raven. Shut up. Yeah, I'm on that. I'm on that. I don't care. Get mad. Okay. Acting weird in the comments. I don't... Man, we getting started, man. I already got haters in the comments. I love it. Keep hating. Keep commenting. I love it. It's awesome. Leave a comment. Leave your best comment. I got you. I got you. See me? I'm toxic. I'll delete your comment, block you, and then talk shit about you on YouTube. Just so you understand. And you're lucky I blocked you, and you're lucky I removed your shit. Because I would have pulled your name up and exposed your ass on YouTube. But if you do see this, and I hope you do, your old head ass, don't try to fucking give me no lesson. I've been around a long time. Get it through your skull. Nigga ain't young over here. Thank you. Anyways, get in the description. Shout out Patrick. Shout out my dog, Patrick CC. Shout out my dog, man. Like you said, stay hydrated. Get some water. It's been fun.